Today our team want to present this video to do an analysis about the Queen's Wharf and make some recommendation for it. Let's start with the sample video.
Queen's Wharf, Brisbane is the world-class entertainment precinct that located in the centre of the Brisbane. It is an integrated resort which includes 50 new bars and restaurants, premium cinema, shopping centre, 5 new hotel brands, casino and so on. It can create many jobs and revenue for the Brisbane.
In next part, we will do the SWOT analysis of it.
Now, let us move to the SWOT analysis of the gambling development of the Queen's Wharf. The first part is about strength. First of all, the environment and ambience of casino hotels could affect visitors' cognitive and emotional experiences, which means proper environment makes both gambler and non-gaming oriented visitors attracted. In particular, over $2 billion will be invested in Queen's Wharf. The interior equipment is luxury and exquisite based on the initial draft. As a result, this environment is able to improve customer satisfaction and improve their consumption at the. Secondly, recent travelers such as middle class and millennials like the place, providing premium travel services and products at one location. There is no doubt that IRD is able to meet their need roundly. Meanwhile, they are likely to bring huge profit to the casino because of their massive income and curiosity. Thirdly, IRD is able to provide more customers for the casino whose original plan is not for the gambling. It means that the casino in Queen's Wharf is able to inherit the participants whose travel purpose is for relaxing or the other plans. Besides, Brisbane is the third largest tourism city in Australia with over 5 million tourists per year. Therefore, the stable visitors can be ensured. Finally, the Queen's Wharf is located at the CBD of Brisbane. Therefore, the tourists can enjoy the convenient traffic and panoramic sightseeing at the same time. Next, we would like to talk about the weakness. Firstly, gambling is likely to cause the social problems. If the Queen's Wharf built, there is no denying that more gambler will swarm into Brisbane. It is easily lead to social instability. Secondly, Asian Pacific takes a low gambling market share on the global scale. Therefore, from the casino aspect, there is unlikely to have large and steady customer for supporting the gambling resort. As for the opportunity part, first of all, Australians like gaming, and there is a significant market in the gambling industry. The statistic shows that Australians lose more money gambling per person than any other nation, 23% more than second-ranked Singapore and 60% more than the fifth-ranked United States. This phenomenon can lead to high demand in Queen's Wharf's casino. Secondly, a significant investment is another opportunity for Brisbane gambling industry. Echo Entertainment has confirmed that it has moved its headquarters from Sydney to Brisbane and has invested a $2 billion in construction investment between 2017 and 2022. In addition, the investment includes world-class gaming facilities settling. The third one is less online competitors. The Interactive Gambling Act 2001, IGA, makes it an offence to provide an interactive gambling service to Australian residents. This essentially eradicates any rivalry amongst Australian online gambling websites. This policy offers a right development environment for the new casino in Queen's Wharf. As for threats, according to the forecast gambling market in APAC, the gambling market in APAC will grow at a compound annual growth rate of 7.31% during the period 2017 to 2021. There are more than 20 full-scale casinos in Australia, spread over all 8 states, with hundreds of small venues that offer poker machines. Besides current competitors, some future integrated resorts are started to build, such as Crown Cindy at Barangaroo in Sydney, in which New South Wales will cost $1.5 billion. The original plan was presented in 2012, and the facility is expected to open in 2020. Facing similar target market, resorts in Sydney can be more attractive than in Brisbane because of the number of total tourists. Outside Australia, more gambling competitors in Singapore and Macau will grab market away, especially the Asian market. Under the geographic diversification of its business activities, casino is exposed to currency translation risk. The profits might be affected in case of constant fluctuations in the exchange rates of its domestic currency with its other trading currencies. As shown in studies on general tourism demand, study results were alike for the gaming industry. The negative relationship between foreign exchange rate and gaming demand indicates the decrease in gaming demand when exchange rate increases. For the casinos and gaming sector as a whole, almost any leisure activity can act as a substitute, which can be taken up with minimal switching costs and may also be cheaper than gambling for consumers.
To the SWOT analysis, let's talk about the target market. We suggest that the primary target market for the Queen's Wharf should be the people from domestic and Asia. There are several reasons for it. The main target market of the Treasury Casino in the Queen's Wharf should be the local people. According to the statistic data, there are around 6.5 million local visitors who visit Brisbane in the year 2017. Furthermore, it is found that about 70% of the Australian engage in some form of gambling, betting or wagering each year. As a result, the domestic market is a potentially big market. Then, among the domestic market, gamblers should be targeted. This is because the gamblers have more possibility to revisit the casino. There are several integrated resorts in Australia and big casino hotels, such as Crown Melbourne and Crown Sydney, which means that it will face the fierce competition. As a result, the repeat visit is vital, and the gamblers are more likely to visit the casino again. However, the casino is only one part of the integrated resort. There are still many other parts of the Queen's Wharf, such as shopping centre, hotels and restaurants. All of these facilities compose the Queen's Wharf and attract the tourists. These things make the Queen's Wharf an excellent destination to attract the non-gamblers visitors, especially international visitors. There are Macau and Singapore in the Asian, so it is hard to draw the gamblers to fly a long distance to the Brisbane. So, the non-gamblers Asian, mainly Chinese, Korean and Japanese, will be the target market. The tourists from these countries are more tend to live in a luxury resort, and many of them want to try the gamble, since it is banned in China and Japan, and it is hard for them to participate in the gambling in their own countries. Meanwhile, we can see from the data that there are many tourists from these countries. Another feature of the target market should be the people who like the holiday-style travel. This style means that these visitors want to spend their time in the resorts rather than visit the tourist's attraction. Only if they stay in the resort, they will have the chance to visit the casino. Finally, just the tourist with the high income should be our target market, since most of the hotel brands of the resort are the luxury hotel. Only high-income people can afford it, and then they have spare money to spend in the casino. The European and American market should not be considered because it is tough to compete with the Las Vegas and Atlantic City due to many reasons.
Regarding the market strategies, I will give suggestions on three aspects. The first part is the staff of Queen's Wharf. As mentioned above, that Queen's Wharf provides a fantastic environment and a large number of occupations. It is urgently needed to pay more attention to staff training. According to the theory of service profit chain, the role of internal service quality is of great significance in the whole chain. The internal service quality here mainly refers to the staff training. In Queen's Wharf, the majority of employees are frontline workers who are directly confronted with consumers. This condition asks the high level of employees' performances to provide satisfying customer experiences. So to make staffs realize their importance is one of the goals in the training section. What is more, as we suggest that the primary target market for the casino should be the people from domestic and Asia. We should hire people who can speak languages of our customer to make communications no longer a problem. The activities and infrastructure of the Integrity Resort can be seen as the second part. The casino in Queen's Wharf is not just the main role. So we are able to give discounts of hotels and shopping in Queen's Wharf to those who spend a great deal of money in the casino. When gamblers win money, what they want to do is to enjoy the success. They are much more likely to spend money. So catering for this, we can provide our customers a happier and more convenient atmosphere. Inspire of discounts for shopping. A timely upgrading of the facilities is also crucial for being a famous Integrity Resort, especially on its gaming parts. For those guests who always go to casinos, they just care about whether they can enjoy themselves during gambling. Queen's Wharf is supposed to maintain its atmosphere, which is an addict to gamblers, by better service. But for those consumers who go to casinos just for fun or curiosity, the Integrity Resort is considered to create differing kinds of gaming styles for different kinds. The last part is the publicity of Queen's Wharf. The biggest source market for Queensland tourism is the domestic market. China is now Queensland's largest international source market, followed by New Zealand, Japan, the United Kingdom, Europe, and the United States. Catering for the domestic market, we can give vouchers through all possible kinds of advertisements including TV, magazines, broadcasting and so on. As for the international source market, we are supposed to cooperate with local travel agency to make the Integrity Resort much more popular.
This is the end of our analysis. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.